And okay. Hey everybody, it's me. Well, obviously it's me. As you can see, I'm back home. If there's a noise in the background, I'm sorry, that's my fan. It's like 85 degrees here at 11 p.m. and it's really, really hot. And yeah, so I'm not going to turn the fan down. We don't have the air conditioning on. Mom won't turn the air on unless, the weather's been like that for days, and this is the first day that it's been like this. So yeah, quick catch up, and then it's probably going to devolve into a rant because I have some bad juju right now that I'd just like to get out. But a quick update, as you can see, I'm home. I think I said that already. I'm worn out. Like, I was doing alright. I was finally getting, getting all the stress out and stuff, and the last couple of weeks of school were really hectic. And I was finally getting it all out, and today just was one of those days where you wake up and everything just, doesn't go wrong, but everything hits you the wrong way. Today would have been the 22nd anniversary, marriage anniversary for my parents, so we had a family wedding to go to, my great aunt. So it was, knowing that it was my parents' anniversary and knowing Mom was having a hard time, while the couple was reading their vows. It was a very nice little ceremony, nice and private, nothing big, just in a hall. It was all in one room. So it was a nice service though, and I'm glad that my great aunt is happy. Her husband is a really nice guy, so they're both great people, and I'm glad that they're both happy. But we stayed through the service and waited till they cut the cake and had some cake and skedaddled. Came home, watched Captain America. I told Mom she had to see all the origin movies before she could see the Avengers. And she's already seen Iron Man 1 and 2. So, Captain America down, the Hulk next, and then Thor. But yeah. So we watched Captain America, and then I chased her off to bed. But it was just sort of one of those days where everything just sort of hits you the wrong way. Yeah, everything just sort of hits you the wrong way. I've just been sort of having a hard time all day. And just little things have been getting under my skin, and there's a lot of stress I had to deal with at the end of the school year, and getting my stuff packed up was a one-day ordeal the day before I left, the day after my finals were finished. I woke up and started packing, and I had a friend, Clembot, you may remember her from Bedtime Birth Death Stories. She's the one that bought me the Thor book and the Thor helmet, and made me the Bloody Mary, and she's pretty great. Because, haha, I'm 21 now, bitches. But, yeah, so she came and sat with me and kept me sane and helped me when I needed it, and so shout out to you, pretty lady. Thank you so much for your help. I was already packing for 12 hours straight. If it wasn't for her, I would have been packing much longer than that, and I probably would have had a breakdown. I should have called my mom and asked her for help, but I didn't have the foresight. So, I got home last Thursday, and yeah, I've been on and off doing stuff, and I alternate between doing nothing and then running out and being busy and then doing nothing, and so I was kind of apprehensive, but I mean, I have tentative summer plans, and it's interesting being home. It's nice, but at the same time, it's already starting to wear on me a little bit. It's so different. Just adjusting to it is hard. It's just so different around here, and the people drive so differently, and I always forget that. Well, I don't forget, but, it takes a while to adjust to again. So, I mean, people around here drive really bad, and everyone thinks they're so important, and it's just a lot different from my rural little college town, where, there aren't usually a lot of people on the roads, and in Wisconsin, people are very polite. They're, it's even if they don't like the way you're driving, they'll ride on your ass a little bit, not much, and then they'll just go around you, whereas people here, they'll lay on their horns, and they'll make gestures at you, and they'll cut you off, and, God, I mean, Jesus. I mean, not to say that there aren't exceptions. I nearly got ran off the road on my way back from Lawrence a month or so ago now, I guess it was. A little over a month ago, I almost got ran off the road on my way back from Lawrence, so. But, yeah, it's interesting being home. I'm just in a foul mood today. I don't know why I decided to make a vlog, probably just to get all of it out. But yeah, I'm home, I'm de-stressing, and yep, adjusting. Reading books. I have all of the books that one of my favorite authors, KJ Parker, has written now. I went and looked for the trilogies online, the two early trilogies that are impossible to find. Found them on Amazon, so I have them now. So I'm just making my way through those, and I'm still in an Avengers coma, and part of what I'm going to rant about is that, like, it's related to that, but it's not solely about the Avengers. The Avengers is just my example. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else before I launch into this rant. I'll be fine. I mean, just overall, I know some of my friends are worried about me. I've just been frustrated with myself. I haven't done any real writing in a while, and it's frustrating to me. Like, family keeps asking all these questions, and it's like, they're the standard questions. They're not being invasive, but it's stuff that it's stuff that I've been grappling with for a while, and I don't know if I'm ready to give a solid answer on what I want, or what I'm thinking. So, it's complicated. It's not their fault, obviously. I don't blame them for it. It's just, it's always hard to face it, and it's always hard to talk about it again. Yeah. So, that's it. I'll be okay. I'm just... Bleh. But yeah, no. My rant, I guess, is this has been building up, and there's really nothing I can do about this. Except talk about it, and probably get my ass slammed for it, but, this has been building up for a while, so this is a rant. So if you don't care to hear me rant about fandom, because that's what this is about, just click out. I really wouldn't blame you. But yeah, fandom. I hate fandom. I hate people. I do. And it's not just like one isolated case, it's pretty much all across the board. I hate fandom. I mean, like, and that's such a general statement, and I'm gonna bitch about general statements too. So this is really hypocritical of me, but just, like, overall, like, fandoms can be really, really, really obnoxious, and I'm saying that because I'm part of a lot of really big ones that are notorious for not being too good. Sonic, Star Trek, I mean, like, and, like, a lot of the people I've seen in Star Trek are great, but, you know, you always have those elitist Trekkies, and those are the ones that always get heard, and so, you know, Sonic, Star Trek, I guess I'm part of the Marvel fandom, but not really, and Avatar, not the blue people, fucking James Cameron, the Last Airbender and the Legend of Korra, I mean, the fandoms, the ship wars, I've just seen that stuff all over my dash, and I've seen people, my Tumblr dash, and I've seen people go ballistic over ships, and, like, oh, I don't like Asami because she's Mako's arm candy, and I'm like, oh my god, like, you're character hating just because it's getting in the way of your ship. Like, if you don't like a character because she's, you know, if you don't like Asami because she's Mako's arm candy, and because you have problems with her personality, you have problems with her as a character, and it also bothers you that she is Mako's arm candy, that's fine, because you have problems with her as a character. But if you don't like a character because they get in the way of your ship, you're doing it wrong. I mean, everybody's guilty of it, you know, like, oh, you know, well, they hold a bias, you know, I don't like this because it gets in the way of this, and everybody has that bias, but there's one thing, you know, to recognize that you have that bias, and it's another to completely act on it. And, God, I hate fandom. Fandom has pretty much decided that, like, I'm gonna use a personal example. And this shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody that it's gonna be about Loki. As you guys know, and if you don't know, you just probably haven't been hanging around me long enough, I'm a big fan of Loki. I'm just gonna come out and say it. The Loki and the Tom Hiddleston fandom is full of insane people. Like, legitimately creepy, insane people. People are photoshopping themselves in with Tom, and it makes me sad. It makes me sad, because it's not... It's sad, because what it does is it takes other fans, and people automatically assume that they're in one category. Like, I'm very vocal about really liking Loki. So people have assumed that I hate Thor, which I don't. I love him. I love him so much. He has grown on me so much. I love Thor. He's a giant, like, just puppy. Like a puppy that could rip your throat out, but a puppy. Like, he's a good character. He's a good man. Like, I love Thor. I would just honestly want to give him a hug. But people seem to associate that if I like Loki, I don't like Thor, that I think he's misunderstood and he just wants a hug, and, you know, like, the whole... This comment really bothers me. As you may have noticed in my previous Avengers review, I made a lot of my beefs were about, or a lot of what I talked about had to do with Loki. What I liked and what I didn't like had to do with Loki. Yes, that was my gut knee-jerk reaction after seeing the movie, 1. And 2, he is one of my favorite characters of anything. That doesn't mean I went solely to see Loki, because Tony Stark, like, Iron Man is one of my favorite superheroes. I love Tony. I adore Thor. I love Cap. I love Natasha. I love Clint. I like Bruce. Like, I don't... The only person in that entire movie I have a problem with is Maria Hill, and that's just because it's Maria Hill. But, like, Kobe herself didn't, you know, she did a fantastic job as Maria. You know, and it's not, you know, and it's not just because it's like, oh, I hated Maria Hill because, no. I just don't like the character of Maria Hill. I've seen her in other media, and I just don't like the character of Maria Hill. But people assume that because I am a Loki fan, I have no right to criticize the movie. I have been told on multiple occasions that, oh, I get it, you're a Loki fan, and that's why you're upset with what happened in the movie. Your opinion is not valid because you are a Loki fan. That really pisses me off. It really does, because it's people who post stuff like, I want to have Loki's babies, I am his wife, 5 ever. You know, there's a difference between really liking a character and being really creepy about it. And I mean, I'm not saying, you know, like, people shouldn't, you know, like, joke around, like, oh yeah, you know, like, I have a couple characters, not me personally, but, like, a couple of friends of mine have been like, oh yeah, you know, like, I would totally marry so-and-so in a heartbeat. We're joking. These are the people that are serious. It's okay to have these weird, creepy thoughts, because everybody has them. Everybody has the creeper thoughts. That's not a problem. Everybody has the creeper thoughts. There's a difference between having the creeper thoughts and keeping them to yourself and your close group of friends, and putting it out on the internet for everyone to see. I pray that most of the celebrities I really like never run across sites like Tumblr. Stephen Merchant himself, Wheatley's voice actor, co-writer of The Office, stand-up comedian, hilarious, brilliant guy. He himself has said he avoids sites like that because the people are insane. And yeah, Stephen Merchant can be kind of a dick, but you know what? He's right. And I'm just gonna get punched in the face for this. I know I am, because how dare I have a different opinion? And that's sort of what it boils down to with the Avengers, too, is how dare I not think this is the perfect movie. Didn't mean I didn't like it. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I went and saw it again, and I'll go see it again. My mom wants to see it. I'll go see it a 3rd time. I'll pay another $8. I love the movie. When the Blu-ray comes out, I'm getting my hands all over it. Any special edition, anything they put out, I will buy. Like, I will throw my money at Marvel for more Avengers stuff. I love it. God forbid you have critique on something that you like. I mean, and it really bothers me that because I am a Loki fan, my opinions are invalid. That's bullshit. I am a Loki fan, and I do not think he just needs a hug. I do think that he is slightly misunderstood. There were just certain events that were out of everybody's control, and that's just how things happened. He is a tragic figure, but he is still the villain. I acknowledge that. That's why I like him. People split him into two camps. One, he's just so understood, this little black kitten that just needs a hug. And two, he's a sociopath. And anyone who thinks otherwise is stupid. Those are pretty much the two camps that people imagine, that people sort views on Loki. And it really pisses me off, because my opinion gets invalidated because of these, preconceived notions. I'm sick of it. I'm really tired of it. I'm really tired of being told that my opinion doesn't matter because I'm a fan of a certain character. If you are going to judge me based on what I like, without getting to know me, but the sad thing is, I've had people that know me tell me this, and that really hurt. And it's more than just getting butthurt over a character. It's being told that I don't have a right to criticize something that I enjoy simply because I prefer the villain over the hero, and I don't like the way that the villain got defeated. I wouldn't care if it was Loki or fucking Red Skull. The way Loki was defeated in the Avengers was cop-out. It was shitty writing. It was terrible writing. Does that mean I hate the movie? No. Does that mean I think Loki can be fixed with just a hug? No. This shit bothers me so much. It bothers me so much. And of course, I'm gonna get yelled at for having a different opinion. I'm gonna get yelled at for saying fandom is stupid. I'm sorry. I have yet to be proven wrong that the majority of fandom flies off the handle. I have yet to be proven wrong. There are individuals, of course, in every fandom that make it wonderful. I'm just mad. I'm just really mad. And this is something that's not going to change. This is me just getting angry and shouting at a brick wall. I know that. I'm still angry about it, because fandom is very important to me. The things I care about are very important to me, and I don't like being told that because I care, certain opinions of mine are not okay. And it just pisses me off. People just make me angry. I just hate people. I've become more of a hermit for a reason, and it's because people wear me out. Briefly socializing. I go to class, I come back, I'm exhausted. I can't deal with people. I'm becoming much more introverted than I was before, and it's something I'm struggling with, and my fandoms help with that. So when I go to escape, when I go to, just get away from the world for a while, and I come across shit like that, I can't articulate, and I'm going on near 20 minutes. Whoever decided 20 minutes for YouTube users, whoever allowed me 20 minutes to talk is terrible. They should be ashamed. Because I will always take up that 20 minutes of nothing. Anyway, yeah, this has been a Cranky vlog / rant. If you disagree with me, that's fine. People have the right to their own opinion. If people disagree with anything I have said, they are more than welcome to that opinion. I respect that they have that opinion and that they wish to express it in a different way. I have always believed this. Always believed this. In return, I would like the same respect. That's all.